discussing something related with latches and clock signals. Okay, first of all, the reason why we need to use a clock signal. The reason is, for example, you have to make your device work at different instincts of time periods. Okay, different time periods. Okay, you require a clock signal. But what is this clock? Clock is a unit time signal. That means if you consider this to be 0, okay, the clock will raise and it will retain for some time and it will fall. Okay, this rise and fall will continue at a particular time period. For example, this on time is digitally represented as 1, off time or off the clock is represented as 0, right? So that means clock will toggle or it will switch between on and off at a particular time period. So time period is, how to calculate time period or how to measure time period in a clock signal is from the rising edge to the falling end of the falling edge is called as time period. Okay, or T. This T is inversely proportional to F. So that means your clock period time is inversely proportional to frequency, right? So why this inverse proportionality? The more the frequency you get, the lesser will be the time taken to execute a task. That is the reason why all your computer systems will have a higher frequency, because the tasks that you are giving it to it execution, okay, fetching some data, decoding it, executing it, will happen within a short period of time. Similarly, SR latch, set and reset latch, also will have a clock period. Okay, how to get that clock period is, so generally in the previous case we have seen a simple SR latch using NAND gate, okay, and an OR gate. In all the 3 cases we have seen, different 4 cases we have seen what is the output, right? Similarly, in case of your SR clocked signal, okay, SR clocked signal, the biggest advantage is you need not to worry about switching between states. It will automatically take S and R at different intervals, right? So when clock is 0, look at this functional table. When clock is 0, S and R are unknown states. We don't actually, the whole system will not execute, or the circuit will not execute. There won't be any change in the state of Q. When the clock is 1, then only you have to consider starting from 0, 0, right? If clock is not there, there won't be any output. Okay, clock will form as one important factor or enabler for this particular circuit, right? So this has to be defaultly 1, so that you will get different combinations here, okay, based on 0 or 1 here, based on 0 or 1 here. Here also we'll have 0 and 1, but working thing is when you have 1 as the input for clock, or the clock, when the clock is high, then only your output will work. So clock will switch between different time periods. Okay, so how to represent the whole functional block diagram or functional outputs, okay, functional outputs on a timing diagram. So this diagram, this whole diagram is called as a timing diagram, right? So let us look into that. So let us start making a timing diagram or functional timing diagram. Okay, it is also called as functional timing diagram. So timing diagrams are very much mandate when you are talking about any latch, any typical latch or any typical flip-flop. Timing diagrams plays a very prominent role. Okay, so look at this. Beside this vertical column you have to make different signals: clock, S, R, Q, okay, Q and Q complement, right? Q and Q complement. So initially when the clock is 0, okay, when the clock is 0, these signals are unknown. You need not to consider this thing, or you can still keep it. You need not to write any signal there. For example, here when the clock is 0, let us consider this to be 0 state and this as 1. Okay, so any digital signal will have only 2 states, right? So just take a dash line till downwards and mention what and all the components. When this thing is there, there won't be any change in state of q. Okay, first thing we are just letting it like that. Second thing we'll go and we'll start checking this change. Okay, so second thing is we have a clock as high. When clock is high, S is considered to be 0. Okay, it is retaining in its state. R also is considered to be in 0th position. What is Q? Q will not change. Q will not change. Q will retain the same thing. Okay, Q will not change, this second column, right? So it will be at 0th position only. Okay, Q also will be an unchanged state. We don't know what kind of state is this. This state is completed. Now similarly, next thing, when the clock is still running high, when S is 0 and R is 1, that state is called as reset state. Okay, so S is 0, it will continue in its same state. R is 1, so you have to switch it to the highest position. Okay, so Q will remain in 0th position only. Q will remain in 0th position only, right? Q will remain in 0th position. So it continue till this cycle. This is time T1. Okay, this is exempted time. This is T1 when first combination happens. Second combination also clock is high, right? So second combination, what do we have? We have S as 1, R as 0. So S is triggered to 1. Okay, this one. R is triggered to 0. This one. And Q will be set. Q will be set to high. So this is T2 position. This is reset position T1. T2 is set position, right? That is time period T1, T2, like that I have taken. So let us consider the third state, which is T3. Okay, T3, let us consider the state T3. This position is also done, which is set state. The last state, clock is high, S is high, set pulse is high, reset pulse is also high. So how does this will look like? So in all the cases we have forgotten Q1. So Q1 or Q dash is exactly the reverse. So it will be high here. Okay, whenever this high signal happens, it will be low. Okay, so let us start with the clock. This is still in the 1 position. S is set to be high. Okay, reset is also set to be high, and then Q1 is also high. Q0 would be again low. Okay, Q dash is low, complement of this. So it is low, right? So there ends the thing. Okay, so we have T1, T2 and T3 states only. So intermediate state or the first state, this part is not at all considered. Okay, so this part is not at all considered. 1, 2, 3 and 4. You can continue like as many states as possible. So this is all about that clock timing or general timing diagram.